Surprisingly, my older sister has both intelligence and beauty, but unfortunately, she tends to be narcissistic. She has a trail of broken hearts because she has always been in search of something specific, a rich prince in a white Bentley. Over the years, however, only students with inexpensive bouquets and quite ordinary businessmen have shown up on our doorstep. One day, our friend Sarah invited my sister, who was already 28, and me to spend a week of summer vacation in Miami at her grandmother's house. On a warm evening, the three of us decided to go dancing at a rather expensive establishment. And to our amazement, my older sister Deborah, who had previously been engaged to less fortunate suitors but still had an exorbitant sense of self-importance, managed to strike up a conversation with a man who, although not old, looked quite wealthy, judging by his wallet and car. Interestingly, he was also from the capital of our beloved America. It's worth noting that our parents, both intelligent people, raised us with strict principles. My sister Deborah, whom my parents considered a smart girl, always obeyed them and strictly followed my mother's instructions. She refrained from intimate relations with men she did not know well until she was married. Her experience in this regard was, to say the least, not much. She had dated her boyfriend a few times, and he always bragged that he had rich parents and was their favorite son. However, all these stories turned out to be lies, and Deborah felt the urge to leave the unhappy relationship. In Miami, Deborah promised herself that she would not miss her happiness, especially since the city's most attractive bachelor had been divorced for 4 years and was surely longing for family life. Less than 6 months later, her older sister had a beautiful wedding, and then it was as if she had been replaced. My sister stopped sharing her joys and worries with me and began to prevent my visits to their cozy home. Frankly speaking, at first I liked her husband as a cheerful man, but I had no other feelings for him. However, her unwarranted jealousy ignited a mischievous side in me. I decided to seduce her husband in any way I could. And then an opportunity miraculously presented itself. My sister Deborah is currently in the hospital. She accidentally drove her husband's new SUV into a billboard. When I heard the news, I rushed to the hospital to comfort her husband. After a restless night at the hospital, I talked Michael into coming home and resting for a few hours. When we arrived at his home, I suggested we have a glass of wine to ease the tension. I poured the wine and handed him the glass. As he drank, I gazed fondly into his eyes. Then I offered to give him a neck massage. Michael lay down on the couch, and I began to gently massage his neck, shoulders, and back. Suddenly, he rolled over, and we were in an embrace. From that point on, we started seeing each other in secret, and my sister Deborah didn't suspect a thing. Now, every time I see her, I have to make up a new story to explain the diamond earrings or the latest Gucci bag her husband gave me for doing a good job in the bedroom. For 6 months now, her husband has been cheating on her. With me, I got a little revenge on my sister for being too unsociable after we got married. Money came in, and she became a bitch. That's how it's been so far, and I'm fine with it. A lot of gifts, and there is someone to warm in bed when my sister does not keep her husband near himself.